Well, good morning. There we go. Good morning. How are you guys all doing out there today? It is a Lula Ray, Brenda Connor. Good to have you, Brenda. So nice to see you here this morning. We're going to be talking a little bit about burnout. And Gina, I see you're on. Good to see you. I hope you survived Mother's Day. As a florist, that is not always easy to do. So glad you're back here this morning. Charlie123 is on. Good to see you here this morning. And as people are jumping on, if you will let me know, just type your first name in all caps and let me know where you're from. I love to see where people are coming from. And also, if you're, let me know what type of business you're in. Good morning, Teresa. Good to see you this morning, too. So here we go. I think I'm going to jump right into our content here today. And hang on, let me go to Facebook Live. Lola is on. Good to see you here this morning as well. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Let's move this guy off. Okay. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have never been on our scope before, my name is Vicki Adrian. I am a small business owner in the little town of Buhler, Kansas, and I'm so glad you've joined me today. I feel like one of the most important things that we can do as small business owners is just be in contact with others that are in our same, not necessarily in our same field, but that are in the day-to-day, in the trenches of running a small business. And today we're going to be talking about replacing burnout with balance. So, Connie, I see you're on this morning. Good to see you too. You survived Mother's Day with some big challenges with Connie's phone lines went down and couldn't process credit cards. And so not a good weekend for that to be happening. And I'm sure there was some stress going on in Arlington, Texas this week. So as people are joining on, good to have you. But here we go. So have you ever been in a church service and you feel like the pastor is speaking only to you? He is so on target with what you're dealing with that you look around the room to be sure that you're not the only one in the church or in the room. This is exactly how I felt yesterday in our church service. So our pastor has been doing a series called Unleashing Hope from the book The Hope Quotient by Ray Johnston. And yesterday's topic was replace burnout with balance. It spoke to me, and I'm sure as small business owners, there are going to be things in here that definitely speak to you as well. So here are some highlights from that. So the scripture passage that he used yesterday was Psalms 139:3. Such a simple verse. It just says, "You chart the path ahead of me and tell me where to stop and rest." That rest is a good thing for all of us. And as small business owners, sometimes we feel guilty for resting. And this really brought it home to me that what we do need to rest. So I'm going to ask you to grab a piece of paper today and a pencil, unless you're driving, of course. And then you can catch us on your replay. And someone says, "Is it me you're looking for?" Well, I'm not sure. But we're going to be taking a little quiz today. So, number 1, is my pace of life out of control? Because anything that is out of control is headed for a wreck. So if I want peace of mind, and if I want better health, and if I want my relationships to be better, if I want to be more productive, if I want less stress, if I want more joy, if I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, then I have to pace myself. So grab your pencil and your little piece of paper. We're going to take this Pace of Life Index quiz so that you can check yourself out. So score yourself a 5 if you answer always or usually, a number 3 for sometimes, and a 1 for seldom or never. So number 1, do you tend to fill every minute, then strain to get it all done? Remember, 5 if always or usually, 3 for sometimes, 1 for seldom. Number 2, do you hate to be kept waiting? Number 3, do you drive, talk, and eat faster than other people around you? Number 4, do you multitask so much that you sometimes miss details? I'm guilty there. Number 5, do your spouse or children have to say your name repeatedly before you hear them? Oh my, I was guilty of that and still am. Number 6, do you forget what you ate the day before? Number 7, do you have to ask people to repeat themselves because your mind has wandered while they were asking the question? Number 8, do you become impatient with clerks and service people? Number 9, do you find it hard to unwind and relax? And number 10, do you clench your jaw or get migraine headaches? So now take a minute and add up your total score. And here we go. If you're between 40 and 50, you have high hurry sickness. Between 30 and 39, medium hurry sickness. And between 20 and 29, low hurry sickness. So P.S. to all of those type A's like I am, a perfect score of 50 does not mean you win in this one. So I thought that was an interesting little survey. Number 2, am I running on empty? Is your gas tank empty? Is the light flashing? Is the bell ringing? So I recently had an experience where I spent a couple of days in day-long full meetings from early morning till late at night, and was headed home with a list of phone calls a mile long to return. There were problems to take care of and just lots of mental catching up to do as well. So I got on the road and I started making those calls. About halfway home, I was in a conversation with my friend Connie Gaunt she's the owner of Gene Allen's Gifts in Arlington, Texas, and I pulled off the interstate to get gas, pulled into the station, and continued our conversation as we were just wrapping it up. We said goodbye, and I got right back on the road, forgetting just one tiny little thing. You guessed it, I forgot to actually get the gas in my car. Crazy day. So now I drive a pretty modern vehicle with all kinds of bells and whistles on it, and let me tell you, it has lights that come on when you start to run low, then bells start to ding, and any driver would pay attention to those signals. However, I was on to my next phone call, which happened to be to my husband, and I'd gone about a half mile out of town when, surprisingly, my car lost all power. So I pulled to the side of the road, and yes, I had run out of gas. So the moral of this story is, number 1, never let your AAA membership expire. And luckily, I am a card-carrying lifetime member. Number 2, there is a light that goes off when we're physically or mentally empty. We lose our zest and our joy. We have just nothing left to give. And none of us can afford to ignore the critical need to refuel. So here's a lifestyle tip. Schedule times to recharge, refresh, and refuel in advance. So Ray Johnston, the author of this book, says this: Easter is busy for pastors. On the Monday morning after Easter, I usually say, Christ is risen, but I'm dead. Since it's predictable, my wife and I will take a short vacation with some really good friends about 3 to 4 weeks before the big rush hits. And we also block out a few days after Easter for a staff getaway to just chill, to golf, to relax, and have fun. So planned refueling stops help you keep your joy level full and your hope level high. So did you catch that? Planned refueling. We need to plan our refueling. Just like I needed to plan my refueling in my car, we need to plan our refueling in our lives. So we're going to continue this conversation in our next episode, but until then, I've got a little bit of homework for you, or an action plan for you to do today. So number 1, take the Pace of Life quiz. What are your vital signs? Are you suffering from high hurry sickness? I have a feeling that many of us here on this episode are. Number 2, we're going to start small. So your homework is to schedule lunch with a friend this week. I'm going to be asking you later if you've done this. So your business will survive if you leave the building for 1 hour. Number 3, get out a calendar and in ink, not in pencil, but in ink, choose the time that you'll take a couple of days off, that you're going to unplug from your business for just even a long weekend, a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or a Saturday, Sunday, Monday, whatever works for you. Talk to your spouse or your significant other and plan a mini getaway. This will be a great investment for both your health, your body, your, both immediately and for the long term. We need to invest in times off. So for retailers looking ahead, we can look at the major holidays like Valentine's and Mother's Day and Christmas and know when we should be calendaring in those mini getaways. I would highly recommend that you pick up a copy of this book, and I'm going to hold it up there. It's called The Hope Quotient by Ray Johnston. And I'll post that over on our Facebook page and on the website. But anyways, I think it's an excellent book. We're going to be bringing, here we go, Gina, it's called The Hope Quotient. There you go. Again, I'll post this over on our website and also to our Facebook page so that you can get it. But it's just been a great series at our church, and it has much to do with leadership and taking care of the leader too. So, as retailers and small business owners, you don't have to walk this path alone. And here at Remarkable Retailer, we are working hard at something that is going to be coming fairly soon here, and that's a membership site where you can connect with other people in our industry and our small businesses, and also that you can get lots of educational material and resources to help you run your business. This will be a private community of not only retailers, but small restaurant owners, salon owners, and different people in the small business ownership field. So I would love to have the opportunity to work with you personally, and you can just go to remarkableretailer.com and click on the tab Work with Vicki and set up an appointment for a free 15-minute consultation, and I would love to visit with you. If you need to get a hold of me, you can also email me at vicki@remarkableretailer.com. So until tomorrow, it's been good to have you on here today. And again, your homework for today is call a friend, invite them to lunch, take an hour outside your store this week, and at least by Friday, I want you to have taken a little time to have lunch, and then talk to your spouse and get something on the calendar for a little mini getaway. We will talk to you later, and I hope this has helped you in finding balance instead of burnout in your life today. Thank you so much. I will see you back here next time. Bye-bye.